Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Bree's Toys. I'm Stephanie Bree, and today I'm doing something different. I've already showed you this toy when I got it. This is my Transformers Universe Ironhide. Pretty cool toy. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to transform it, and I'm going to talk to you while I transform it. So, I'm going to start by talking about Transformers. I got into Transformers when I was a very little kid. According to my mom, when I was about 2 years old, she got me my first Transformer. Alright, so, back in the 80s, I was born in 82. Transformers came out in 84, so I would have been 2 when the toy line launched. And there was another toy line that was popular at the time called GoBots. And yes, I did have some GoBots as well. My parents bought me GoBots, they bought me Transformers. I watched both cartoons on TV. I was into both. Didn't read any comic books of either. I don't even know if GoBots had comic books, but if they did, I never read them. Didn't read the Transformers comic books. Didn't even know if they existed. I wasn't really into comic books yet. Couldn't read yet. Come on, I was a baby. Practically a toddler. But I do remember I have pictures of my parents getting me Transformers toys, and I have some memories, early memories. I remember getting, for my 5th birthday, I got, what's it called? Silverbolt. The Ariel bot Silverbolt. And I thought that was a pretty cool toy. Careful. This thing always pisses me off how it always does that thing it does. And so I got Silverbolt for my 5th birthday, and then for that following Christmas, I got 2 Transformers. I got Power Master Optimus Prime, and then I got Throttlebot Goldbug. So this was the start of my Transformers collecting as a kid. So through the years, my parents would get me Transformers, and everything was fine. But then something happened. In 1990, they just stopped making them. You couldn't go. Now they kept making them in Japan and Europe and everything, but in the U.S. they stopped selling them. They didn't stop making them; they just stopped selling them. You couldn't walk into Kmart anymore and find Transformers on the shelves. They weren't there. They didn't make them anymore. Didn't sell them anymore. You had to buy Ninja Turtles. Don't get me wrong, I was all into Ninja Turtles too, but I was really jonesing for some Transformers. One day I was walking around the toy aisle at Kmart, and yeah, we didn't have a Walmart. We had a Kmart. This was a long time ago. And I come across a display of Transformers toys that have this packaging that says Generation 2 on them. And I think that's pretty cool. And I see one that I really want. Generation 2, excuse me, Optimus Prime. It's a reissue, redeco of Generation 1 Optimus Prime. Now, I don't have G1 Optimus Prime in my collection at this point. What I have is G1 Power Master Optimus Prime. So I really want a G1 Prime. He's the guy. That's the toy I see on the cartoon when I'm watching the cartoon. That's the one that, you know, saves the day. That's the hero. That's the John Wayne, Indiana Jones. It's Optimus Prime. Come on. There we go. Transformed him. He is now in robot mode, ready for action. I'm going to put him back in vehicle mode here in a second. So I started collecting Generation 2 Transformers toys, and I was happy. They were good toys. I loved them. I was happy. I couldn't get enough of them. I started watching the cartoon. This time I actually did buy an issue of the comic book and read it and threw it in the trash because it was rubbish. I couldn't make any sense of it, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? This isn't Transformers. It pissed me off. It had nothing to do with the cartoon. So I threw it in the trash. I literally threw it in the trash. I didn't save it. It's, you know, it's fucking gone by now. It's in a landfill, or it's already, like, deteriorated and decomposed. Sorry, fans. Anyways, here's my Ironhide. And then I was walking along. One day I was in a KB Toys, because we had a KB Toys in our shopping mall. And I was walking down the toy aisle, and I saw this thing that said Transformers Beast Wars. And I looked at it, and it was a fucking ape. A goddamn gorilla. And I rolled my eyes. And I looked around, and I was like, okay, they've got a fucking rhino. They got a fucking alligator. They got a fucking bat. And I'm like, this is bullshit. This isn't Transformers. Where's the Transformers, I asked. Where are the real Transformers? So I went up to the counter and I asked the guy, where are the Transformers? And he took me in the back and he showed me the goddamn Beast Wars. And I'm like, no, I want the real Transformers. I don't want fucking these fucking kids, these fucking babies' toys. I want real fucking Transformers. Well, they didn't have them. They stopped fucking making them again. God damn it. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm done. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm out. I'll just, buy video games. But I'll spend my money on video games. I don't need to buy toys anymore anyways. One day I go into a video game store. Software, etc. This is before GameStop bought them out. And I see on the toy shelf a car. Really good looking car. It was a police car. It was like a Lamborghini looking police car. Black and white. And it said Transformers, Robots in Disguise, Prowl. Now, I didn't know any better. I looked at it and I thought this was an original Prowl and they brought the original toys back. And I was so ecstatic that I took that toy instantly without even hesitating. I didn't even buy a video game or nothing. I went up to the front counter, bought that toy, took it home, and then I started collecting Robots in Disguise toys. When it was all said and done, by the time Armada came out, I literally had every single toy that was released under the Robots in Disguise banner, the Car Robots banner from 2001. Literally every single toy from that toy line. I bought them all. I was really knee-deep into that toy line. So let's go ahead and put him back into the car mode, the vehicle mode. So just reverse the process. And then Armada came out. I did watch the RID cartoon, the 2001 RID cartoon. I thought it was fun. I enjoyed it. I don't like cartoons by and large, but I do like Transformers, so I'll, check it out. I couldn't get into the Armada cartoon. It was too kiddie for me. Couldn't get into it. I tried. And then I got into a toy line called Alternators. And then Heroes of Cybertron. I'm going to do a whole video on Heroes of Cybertron one of these days. I'm just not ready to piss everybody off yet. Because that video is going to piss some people off. I'll just say that right now. So I started collecting Armada toys, and I had a good sizable collection of Armada toys. I thought they were pretty cool toys. Then Armada was replaced with Energon. I bought 1 or 2 Energon toys, and I thought, I'm done. So I didn't like Energon, so I was done. I walked away. Sold all my Transformers to a collector or to a reseller online. I'm not going to say who because he can go to hell. I'm not going to tell people who he is because I do not do business with him anymore. And you're probably thinking, shouldn't you warn people about him? No, I don't even say his goddamn name. Fucking ripped me off, but we're not going to get into that. He identified a toy. I sent him pictures and I said, tell me which version of the toy this is. And I sent him pictures and he said, it's this version. I'll give you X for it. So I sent it to him and he replied back, this isn't the one you sent me pictures of. This is a knockoff. It's not the real one. I'm not giving you that. I'm giving you this. It was the real fucking one. So he can go rot in hell for all I fucking care. I even sent him pictures of the markings, so he knew it wasn't a knockoff when I fucking sent it to him. But he tried to convince me it was a knockoff and he wasn't going to pay me full price for it. So he can kiss my ass, suck my dick, lick my balls, eat my asshole. I don't give a shit. I will never do business with him again. So I sold all my Transformers. Got out of it. Didn't have any. Didn't keep any. I kept Bumblebee. The original G1 Bumblebee. I kept that one for sentimental purposes. And that's it. I got out of it. Then a few years later, a few years ago, I was working for a newspaper, living in a house that I owned, my own house out in the country. I was in a good financial position. Owned my own car, owned my own home. Had a piece of land, was getting ready to buy a goat. Had a work shed, a garden. I was doing good financially. So I decided to get back into video game and toy collecting because I thought, fuck it, you know what? I got the money and I need a hobby. I was single at the time and still in the closet, so I needed a distraction from the fact that I was miserable with my life. And so I got back into toy collecting and I started collecting Transformers again. So I missed, and I'm not going to list them all, but I missed Cybertron. I missed the animated. I missed the other Robots in Disguise line. I missed Power of the Primes. I missed Titans Returns. I missed Generations, and a whole bunch of others. I didn't get back into Transformers collecting until Cyberverse and War for Cybertron. So I had some Siege toys. I had some Earthrise toys, and I have a couple of the Kingdom toys. There we go. He's back in car mode. Look at that. The Mini-Man. Woo! Sexy. I love it. All right. So, thoughts. Overall, I'm satisfied with my Transformers collection. As is, I'll buy toys. I'm not too particular which toys I'll buy or which toy line I'll buy from. If it looks cool, I'll buy it. Like I've said in previous videos, for the most part, with a handful of exceptions, I buy one toy I have it of a character I have it. I don't buy any others from other toy lines, even if there's a better toy out there. Doesn't matter. Once I have one, I have it. This is a rule of mine I don't like to break. I do allow for certain exceptions, but that's another story. But there are some toy lines that turn me off. So the ones I don't like. I don't like Machine Wars. I don't like Beast Wars at all. Fuck the beasts. Fuck the beasts. Fuck the goddamn beast. I hate Beast Wars, Beast Machines, the beasts that were in RID, the beasts that were in Universe, the beasts in Kingdom. Fuck off. Fuck the goddamn animals. I'm not in fucking kindergarten. I don't want to play with dinosaurs anymore. Give me goddamn tanks and fucking robots with guns, cars and trucks and fucking bulldozers and fucking, fighter jets. Don't give me goddamn fucking insects and fucking monkeys. Fuck off. I hate the goddamn beasts. I won't watch that movie, The Rise of the Beast. I'll never fucking watch it. My eyes will never view that movie. That movie can shit itself for all I fucking give a care. I fucking hate the beasts. With a fiery fucking passion. As a toy line, Armada is cool. As a toy line, I love the alternators. As a toy line, all that vitriol I have towards Beast Wars, double it. And then double it. That's how much I hate Heroes of Cybertron. That's how much I hate Heroes of Cybertron. We'll get into it when I get into it. Cybertron, the toy line Cybertron, didn't do anything for me. The toys weren't impressive. Animated sucks. I will not buy toys from the animated toy line. The sequel, or the second RID, Robots in Disguise toy line, I will not buy toys from because it's called Robots in Disguise, and I already have a toy line called Robots in Disguise, and it's too goddamn confusing, and it pisses me off. Titans Returns seems cool. I have seen toys from that toy line that I would like to buy. I do have some Power of the Primes. I have some Generations. Generations is okay. It's not the greatest, but it's fun. I have some Generations. I do have some War for Cybertron toys. Like I said, a lot of Siege, some Earthrise, and 2 Beasts. And I'll talk about the Beasts I have in a separate video. And why I have them in particular. And I'll do a whole video on why I hate Beast Wars. I'll do a whole video on it. When the time comes. And I love Cybertron. Cybertron is my second favorite toy line out of all of them. I love Cybertron. Cyberverse. Cyberverse is my favorite fucking toy line. aside from the one shots, the one changer, the one step changers, which I will never own a one step changer ever from any toy line. Any toy line ever. That's why I hate the Machine Wars, because they're all one step changers. They can suck my dick. Here's the thing. I like Cyberverse. It's one of my favorite toys. And I have ranked the toy lines. I have a list. It's a video that's coming. In fact, it's coming today. It's the next video I'm doing after this one. I really like Cyberverse. I really like Siege. And I love the alternators. So those are some of my favorite toy lines. Generation 2 is one of my favorites. Generation 1, obviously, it's a classic. But here's the thing. Let's talk G1 real quick. Okay, G1's divided into two camps. So G1 isn't one toy line. Hasbro saw it as multiple toy lines. You had Transformers, what they called More Than Meets the Eye. This toy line was the Takara toys. These were the imports. The Diaclone, the Micro Man, Micro Change toys. The movie came out. Hasbro made the movie toys for the movie themselves. They didn't work with Takara at all. They designed the toys themselves. So Hasbro made the movie toys. And then you get into the next two lines. You have the Masters line, and then you have the Pretenders line. So Masters are Action Masters, Head Masters, Micro Masters, Power Masters, Target Masters. And then you have the Pretenders line. The Masters and the Pretenders, right here, that's my G1. That's what I grew up with. All my toys as a kid were Masters, or from that era. Power Master Optimus Prime. Ultra Pretender Skyhammer. Pretender Skullgrin. Cloud something. Sky Cloud or something like that. Cloud Car, I don't remember his name. Pretender Grimlock. Yes, my Grimlock from my childhood is Pretender Grimlock. And if you have a problem with that, this can go right up your butt. Damn good toy. I had Pretender Starscream. Loved it. I loved the Pretender line. I had the Seacons. The Seacons. And the Pretender Monstercons. Those are my G1 childhood combiners. The Micromasters. Countdown. Countdown is my Autobot City. That's G1 to me. The Diaclone stuff, it's neat. But when I show off my toy collection, you'll notice, is this a Diaclone? This is my Ironhide that goes in my collection. This is not a Diaclone. This is an original. This is a modern. Most of my G1 Year 1, Year 2 toys, the ones that appeared in the cartoons, most of my G1 toys, most of them, are actually from later lines. A lot of them are from Power of the Primes, and a lot of them are from Generations, and a lot of them are from Siege. And that's it. I have a Siege Prowl. I think it's Power of the Prime. No, not Power of the Primes. I think it might be Generations. I don't know. I have a Prowl, a modern Prowl. That's my Prowl. I have a Siege Starscream. No, I have an Earthrise Starscream. War for Cybertron, Earthrise Starscream. That's my Starscream. I will never own a G1 Secret Jet Starscream. My Starscream in my collection that will represent Starscream for all time is Earthrise. There are better versions of those G1 toys today. But the Pretenders, the Action Masters, the Micro Masters, the Target Masters, the Power Masters, the Head Masters, Fangry, motherfucker, that's my childhood. That's G1 to me. That's my G1.